James Harden makes history in Nets win over Spurs, notches 7th triple-double since trade to Brooklyn. Harden is the first player to record at least 30 points, 15 assists, 10 boards, and no turnovers since the 1977-78 season.
That's what I follow. Buster Sports, J. Mello.
The depleted San Antonio Spurs gave the Brooklyn Nets all they could handle on Monday. Despite missing several key players, they managed to overcome a 10-point deficit in the final 2:12 of regulation to force overtime. They may have lost the game there, but in all likelihood, they would have won it in regulation were it not for James Harden's heroics. The 2018 MVP put on an absolute clinic against San Antonio, scoring 30 points, dishing out 15 assists, and grabbing 14 rebounds in the victory. The performance, statistically speaking, was historic. Harden became the first player known to ever post a 30, 15, 10 line without committing a single turnover, though individual turnovers have only been tracked since the 1977-78 season. That all-around dominance has been a staple of Harden's since joining the Nets. While his scoring has decreased from the absurd levels he reached in Houston, he has averaged an NBA best 11.1 assists per game since joining the Nets, to go along with 8.4 rebounds per contest. We have to implement the phrase "get used to it," Irving said of Harden's brilliance since joining the Nets. When James is being James, it makes our job a lot easier, Irving said. And so we got to get used to somebody special like that, things like that in terms of breaking records. So, I can't wait to be right alongside him, my name in Nets history, and all the guys on our team where we are just breaking records as a team, and then individually we are stacking up with some of the best to play. That approach has paid significant dividends for a Nets team that hasn't been at full strength in quite some time. Kevin Durant has missed 11 of Brooklyn's last 12 games, but the Nets have now won 9 of their past 10 with Harden at the helm despite a rocky start. He's also notched 7 triple-doubles since joining Brooklyn. It has put Harden, almost unthinkably, back into the MVP conversation. Known primarily for his exploits in isolation, Harden has adjusted to suit his new team's needs by sacrificing his own scoring for the sake of his teammates. The Nets are thriving as a result, and when Durant returns, they will be able to make a run at the title of the best offense in NBA history. Meanwhile, Lakers to miss Davis' service for a month. After being re-evaluated by the doctors, Los Angeles Lakers superstar Anthony Davis is now ruled out for 4 weeks due to his right calf strain. Initially, Davis was estimated to be sidelined for 2 to 3 weeks, but further evaluation resulted in his longer unavailability inside the hard court. It also means that the power forward will miss the All-Star game in Atlanta if he made it to the reserve members after the NBA announced the starters from both East and West. We want to try to put this fully behind him and be conservative with it, just to make sure that it's fully healed before he's back, Lakers head coach Frank Vogel said. Extra precautionary measures will also be implemented, as Davis also experienced Achilles tendinosis. Almost every Laker fan is aware of the Achilles injury, as it happened to the city hero and the late Kobe Bryant himself. The sudden turn of events for the defending champions raised speculations regarding the trade deadline. The team may look for a suitable replacement for Davis to conserve the energy of the 36-year-old LeBron James. The Lakers are currently in a good position in the Western Conference, sitting behind the league's best team, Utah Jazz.
Basta Sports, J Mello.
Basta Sports, J Mello.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel.